college was different for me. I mean, a lot of people, you hear a lot of people say that, their time in college has been the best time of their life. You know, not that mine hasn't been, but it hasn't been because of my college. I mean, I'll be 30, how old am I going to be? I'll be 36 years old at the end of this year, and I will have spent, except for the 4 years I took off after my dad died, I will have spent, the last 18 years in college. So 14 of those I spent in school.
When I register for it, if I don't click that button fast enough, then I have to get waitlisted. And then that's a whole other story where I get more and more stress built onto me. Like, am I going to get the class? Am I going to have to take another class? What's going to go on with that?
One of the most discouraging and frustrating moments of my college life was in my first year or so at Chaffey College. And, I would have to fight so hard just to get every single class that I have. And, I would show up on the first day and not even have a seat. And I would miss out on opportunities for a lot of classes because, I would just be on the waiting list or whatever and then wouldn't get the class. But what I came to realize is that, a lot of college students drop out of the class, like, even before the first half of the way through the semester in like all my classes that I've ever had. And that was really frustrating because I missed out on a lot of opportunities, and there was spots were taken by students who weren't going to take it seriously anyway, when I know that I was going to and that I wanted that class.
It's been a hard life. Not a hard life, but it's been a struggle on a college level. I didn't get to participate in, college activities. I wasn't in a fraternity. I didn't get involved in on-campus activities. I didn't get to join any of the clubs or groups or do any of the extracurricular. As an engineering major, they have a lot of extracurricular things that you can get into, the SAE racing team and things like that I never got to do.
And then, in order to pay for the classes, I have even more and more stress than that. Like, I add on work into that. So it's just, I have to budget my time, and then it's just like I keep getting tired and more tired, and my grades will slip, but I have to keep myself up. So in order to keep doing it all, I just have to, you rely on something. So what I have to rely on is just the caffeine. I drink coffee, I take the 5-hour energies, I drink Monsters. Just something to help me get that little edge so I can keep studying, keep getting my grades.
It's not easy trying to find time to, get in the workload that this level of college requires. I mean, the homework every night and studying for tests and for midterms and finals and it's hard. I mean, my 1.5-year-old daughter knew what homework was, and she wanted to get up next to Daddy at the table, and she wanted to do homework too, and there's not a whole lot of 1.5-year-old kids that know what homework is. It's just been a real struggle. I don't get the sleep that a lot of these guys do. I don't, a lot of the guys that in my classes and stuff, I get that question a lot when when they you get into a class with somebody that you don't really know real well and you start talking to them, and I get it all the time. I don't know how you do it, and I guess the answer to that is you just do it.
I thank my parents honestly for helping me out, because they just keep pushing. You just need someone to keep pushing you through all this.
I had 2 little girls. I have 2 daughters. I have a 2.5-year-old and I have a 7-week-old, and that obviously adds to the complexity. But my family's been my motivation to finish.
And at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. It's not about the paper that they give you at the end, but it's about bettering yourself as a person and being able to look back and say, I've learned something, I've gained something out of this experience. And it's not just about showing people the degree on your wall, but it's just about growth as a person and bettering yourself from the hard situations that you encounter. That is why I fight.